One, nothing wrong with me. Two, nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. Something's got to give.
Just somebody give this guy a fucking pill to calm him down.
No! Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor.
Welcome to episode 6 of Your House, Our Rules.
Yet.
Boys, how we doing? Spilly, I actually don't care what you think right here.
Keith,
shut up. Max, how are you?
No.
He's been dragging us through the mud.
The last
this is what you
5-10
need
minutes,
to know.
yeah.
You shut your face. You shut your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, Keith here has literally been doing a sound check for 3.5 hours.
Roughly.
So me and Max we're gonna try our best to give you guys good content
shit.
today.
We've already talked about most
going.
of the fucking content we had for today. Sorry, guys. But, you can just blame Keith.
Blame Keith. It's a Blame Keith episode.
Yeah.
I blame
Everything
Keith for coronavirus. Let's get into it.
Yeah, it's his
Actually,
problem.
I will say, while we're on the topic, as it is...
What is the topic?
Yeah, get out of here.
Keith
Just
or
leave.
Coronavirus?
Yeah, act like you're going to leave. Just get out of here.
That's fucked up, bro. You're just going to kick me out of my own goddamn podcast?
Yes.
I mean, not
That's
right
fucked
now.
up.
As long as you keep
gotta
producing
let
for us, we're fine.
It's real fucked up.
Well, either way, so coronavirus has officially hit like a next level stage of like all businesses closing down,
Evolving into a Modelo virus.
Right, like don't go outside if you don't have to. Like so many people at the bar at one time type of restrictions being set here. So it is kind of getting, and I know best because I called out coronavirus on the last podcast saying it was soft.
you are going to lose that fucking so fast. You said 1,000 people, didn't you?
What?
You said you had to take a...
Oh, I think, yeah.
Was.
Well, to be honest, it hasn't taken 1,000 people, and I'm kind of like, okay, this is real.
It was at 30 yesterday.
Well,
and
you know
the day
what?
before it was at like 8.
More
and
than-
the United States government's kind of been lying to us about what's really going on with the coronavirus because it's been in the United States for a while now.
Why
and they
do
were
you
just trying
think
to...
that is there, Keith?
Because they don't want people to panic.
Or do you think it's a fucking election year?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of fucking conspiracies going around with this shit.
Do you think it's because it's an election year and they need to because I mean, you take sports away from the media, all you have is politics.
Yeah?
Yeah, genuinely.
This is the only two things. I mean, unless you want to talk about fucking Buddy the fucking bulldog that saved the dog or that saved the fucking person. But
I'll talk about
Here's
Buddy.
the thing. I don't.
It's those two things.
If there is a conspiracy theory, I'm really not buying into the left did it to fuck with the right or the right did it to fuck with the left. I think that it's a conspiracy in China.
Never once did I say that. I just said it's.
Well, I was talking about the United States government, not.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck are we saying then?
No, I think he was just saying his random opinion, not against you.
Yeah,
I think he was just
Yeah.
It's just a random opinion.
Okay.
I think you guys are mad at each other, agreeing with each other again.
No,
You do that often.
I don't think we're agreeing with each other. I think you were right. I was just making another statement.
Yeah, you were just making a statement.
But no,
Yeah.
I don't think the whole like left and right have anything, or the United States, like a lot of people we know are saying about. But the Chinese conspiracy that like because they were going through fucking revolution right before all this happened. Like people were getting shot in the streets with bows and arrows because they're not allowed to arm their civilians and shit like that. And like there was unrest in China. And then all of a sudden, a month later, this coronavirus thing pops up in China, and it's just like destabilizing their government and fucking everything.
There's also a rumor out there that this all started from bats.
That's what they think it actually. That's not a rumor. That's what they think now.
Like
it got
I guess
spread
not
from.
a rumor. That's like so far what they believe
because
it all started. Are they eating bats out there? I mean, what the hell's
Well,
going
in
on
the
with
Wuhan district of China, not even Wuhan, the Wuhan district. In all of China, they eat, what was it? Do you know what it's called? Like swamp meat or something? It's basically whatever the fuck you can get. Like in China, I saw this thing about the things that you can eat in China, like the different animals, and there's 100 different animals, like fucking eels, rabbit, fucking these crazy, just all kinds of crazy ass shit.
Eel and rabbit. I mean, that's fucking common food.
No, like you look at these fucking pictures and shit. Like there's fucking shit there that I don't know what the fuck it is. These crazy ass leeches.
Well,
like,
no, nigga, you don't live there.
Of course, but that's what I'm saying. Those parts,
true.
Those parts of China, the like more rural parts of China and shit like that, and maybe even in
bats.
the cities, they eat whatever they can get. It's bush meat. That's what it's called. It's called bush meat. Yeah,
Okay.
and like they basically eat whatever they want.
What's the difference between eating a bat and a possum?
Well,
I haven't eaten either, so I'm not sure.
The whole point is that the coronavirus, the specific strain that is infecting people, is in the bats, and because they eat bats in the area of that Wuhan district, that's why that they think that it's originated from bats.
Okay, that makes sense.
Is this a proven theory, or is this something that has just been thrown out there?
It's not proven, no, but it's what they think. It's the head theory right now that they think it was spread from bats. So.
Which is absurd. And honestly, yeah, and to my statement that I made last week of until it takes 1,000 people, I will not care. Well, it took something.
What?
Yeah, I said that on the last episode.
Sure
until it takes 1,000 people, I'm not afraid of it.
I thought you were saying after it takes 1,000 people, I still won't care.
No. I was saying until it takes 1,000 people, I won't be afraid of it. But now it has taken sports away from me.
Oh, God.
And this is the first time in my life I'll just not have sports to watch. So I don't know what I'm going to get into. I mean, I'm officially also, our work shut down. Well, not shut down, but we're working from home. So it's like all these precautions that I never thought it would get to that certain point has now gotten to that certain point. When the NBA tweeted out.
That's what I said last week. I was like, when they start shutting down the streets and shit, and it hasn't quite got to that, but I was like, when that starts happening, and it might. Let's be realistic, because this thing's gonna fucking spread. It's not done. They're finding it all over the place. Like I said before, like the United States government has lied to us about the situation, so it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna get worse and worse until we fucking get this shit together. So me and Max were talking yesterday about how we think this whole like taking sports away and taking everyone out and shit like that, it's just kind of a way for them to get the tests out so that they can actually test to see if we even fucking have coronavirus, because they still don't have that everywhere right now.
Yeah.
So we think that it's like, hey, everyone stay chill for a little bit, and when we actually are able to test for it, we're going to be able to like prepare for it, because we're not going to have vaccines. People are going to get sick. People are going to die.
Well, and I mean, it definitely makes sense. And of course, I am upset about the no sports thing, just because it's like my nightly routine. I just watch whatever sports is on. Obviously, this is the smart precaution to actually just take away everything so we can focus. I love how we're talking
about people dying in Haarmeyer. It's just like, I want to talk about the fucking sports, bro.
No, I'm saying that the sport. I'm literally saying right now that the sports doesn't matter.
That's the biggest.
I mean, yeah, it's huge.
And that's literally in my statement I just made. I said the sports, putting them on hold made sense because we should be focusing on this.
Oh.
So if you would let people finish.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said earlier. That's what I said. There's fucking Kindle cock guy over here.
So now I don't know what I'm going to do for the next couple of months, however long this whole thing happens. I might get extremely smart. I might read books.
In a couple months?
That's what I'm hoping happens to
build
people.
things with wood.
Like actually talk to your friends.
I love woodworking. Yeah. No, I too talk to you guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Even with sports. Yeah, we're usually chilling, hanging out, watching sports.
Usually watch sports together.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying other people. I'm not specifically.
I will tell you this. Not being able to gamble on stuff is going to be a little weird. That's set in. But
going through the withdrawals, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit. It's just like boring. I don't know. I'm just like, I need something to get me interested, so I just don't have that currently. Yeah. So that's where maybe I just get smart. That's maybe where I start reading.
I'm loving this fucking not having sports thing, for real. I mean, I'm a sports guy. I like sports, but at the same time, like, I feel like there are so many people that are just like, dude, I can't believe we don't have fucking sports. Like, why can't we have sports? And I'm like, take some time to do something else. Have some.
I will say, sports is like the biggest, like it universally is one of like the major three things that people connect on.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's really
so it's like just take away music from the world. People are going to talk about
music has way more of a fucking impact than fucking sports do, dude.
I don't know.
Music
I'm not
can
agreeing
make
with
you
that.
feel a certain. I know sports can too, but at the end
I
of
don't
the
know.
day,
That's a toughie,
bro.
I'll put that on an equal pedestal almost.
Equal?
I'll give you that.
One more than the other. I don't
because
know.
to say that it's not even close was a barbaric statement. Just barbaric.
It's
statement.
a huge thing, but I know fucking a ton of people that I don't know many people who just don't like music. Even you're not a big music guy, but you still like music. I know plenty of people that like literally people hit me up like, I really don't like the sports talk like on this podcast.
Yeah. No,
I know
I
a lot of
that.
people that they're just fucking if it involves sports, fuck it.
I get that.
Yeah.
But sports, and correct me if I'm wrong, what you're trying to convey is that sports and music
can transcend any race, any border, any fucking anything.
Right. It's just more of an idea of sports. It's
It's
like
an
a
idea.
symbol.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
It's more
I'm
of like
still
a
gonna
symbol than
I'm
an
still going to
actual-
stick to my opinion that music is way more.
That's why it's your opinion.
Yeah.
I was just restating.
In my
opinion.
in my opinion, would be that they're equal, and I put them as like I don't know. I can't think of all the things right now that I would put on that pedestal. But honestly, sports and music would be 1 and 2 hand in hand of like what connects the world.
Literature.
Without like
Literature.
okay, yeah, we
Yeah,
can
like,
do literature.
those would probably be like the top 3.
The top
sports,
3?
Yeah.
Sports, music, and literature.
Yeah, I could live with that.
The arts, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
The arts and sports. Yeah.
We can do that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay,
But yeah.
so we agree. Or
Yes.
agree to
I mean, it would be
We
hard.
kind of agree
it
to
would be hard
disagree.
not to fucking agree
Yeah, we
with that.
agree that they're all up there, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You think that music is way more, is what you said.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I think they're all overpaid musicians and athletes.
A little bit, but also they're bringing in so much money. I get that, like, holy.
They are,
like,
but at the same time, you're just singing into a mic and fucking battling for a ball. It's not something that like.
it's one of those
It
things of
brings
like.
in money, but at the same time, like you're just talented. You're not really serving a purpose.
You know.
Yeah.
the
In
people-
sports, I will. But
No,
music,
the purpose
music,
is
I would
entertainment,
give.
Keith.
What?
The purpose is entertainment.
I understand.
Yeah,
that there's
you're-
You
purposes
are
in it.
serving the purpose of everybody that does not want to work right now. They want to watch you do something. That
Right.
is your job to entertain them. You can't say that.
But we can
just
do
be-
without it.
It doesn't matter if you can do without. We can do without a whole bunch of shit. We can do with fucking water and vegetables, but we don't just do that, do we? We
Thank
can
God
live
we
with
don't.
we can live with a fucking
But maybe
hut
we
and a
fucking
tree.
should.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You
You're
want to
an
do
idiot.
that?
You're such.
now-
You
now
don't
you're
want to
being
live like
contra-
that. Shut up.
contradictory
I
as
don't
fuck.
want to
Yeah.
live like that,
No.
but at the same time, we have like fucking huge ass farms of livestock and cages the size of their fucking body. Like, I understand why people wouldn't want to fucking eat all that type of meat and just live off vegetables and fucking water.
Yeah, but that has
it's
nothing
probably
to
a
do
better
with what
thing
I'm
for
saying.
like
got
the
into it. We
entirety
just got
of
into
the
a
fucking
huge-
world.
That has,
riff off. What is this
has
guy
nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying what you need and what you want are completely different things. We don't need a lot of things that
Well,
we
that's
have.
what the
Most
thing.
of
That's
it-
what
let
I
me
was saying.
finish, Keith.
Sports and music don't have a need.
Why does he always interrupt before fucking see? And then it sounds like I'm crazy later on because he always interrupts my fucking idea.
Yeah, you-
What I'm saying is that see, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to talk
God
about
damn it,
anymore.
Keith. You son
Fuck.
of a gun.
God damn it, Keith.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
carry on since you always know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do. I usually have
Yeah,
a purpose of what I was talking about. But no, I'm just saying that sports and music don't have a need. That they have a want. People want to hear that, and that's the reason why they're making so much
Most
money.
of the things
but there
that we
are
have.
people who like make fucking toilet paper and hand sanitizer and shit that needs to be fucking done that
Doesn't
actually have
need-
value.
You
to
don't
this fucking
need
society.
toilet paper or fucking hand sanitizer to survive, buddy. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you do right now.
No, you don't.
That was an example because
No,
we're still
you
on
fucking
the
don't.
fucking corona.
Will you
alert.
die if you don't have fucking toilet paper? Will
No,
you fucking
won't.
die?
You won't.
If you don't have
Okay,
hand
what about
sanitizer, you
scientists
fucking-
making fucking medicines?
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is what you need
And what you want are different.
Are different.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I'm saying fucking sports and music is
What
not
we
a
want-
need. It's a want. Yeah.
Yes, but a lot of people want things to better their lives. If listening to music betters your life, if fucking betting on a game or watching a game or having a family time watching the fucking football fucking or having fucking in-depth conversations with somebody that wants to be in that fucking in that field. Of course it's a part of their fucking life. It's what they want, but it doesn't mean that it's any less than what they need.
But what I was saying before,
Does that make sense to you, Haarmeyer?
Yes.
it makes
We're
complete
in the
sense
same-
to me too. The point that I was trying to make is that we don't need sports and music, and we should focus more and fucking pay the people more who have the shit that we need, not what we want.
On paper, that sounds like a reasonable idea.
But
It's not possible.
But it's at
doesn't
the
work.
same time of like.
The original point I was trying to make was I just think that these people fucking who play sports and music and shit, they should get paid less.
And that's where I'm saying is like how much money, and this is just like music and
You know
sports.
they only
how
get
much
paid
money,
based on how many people buy their shit.
right? And that's what I was gonna say is it's all
Not true because
Yes,
they
that
have
is true.
they have
Dude,
fucking
you know-
salaries from their sports.
yeah. But if there was an empty stadium, they wouldn't get paid their salary.
no
Yes,
shit.
they would.
How? Dude,
What?
please
I mean,
explain this to
there's
us,
no
'cause I know
revenue
you know
coming
this
in,
shit.
but if you're guaranteeing to pay this player a certain amount of money, you have to pay them their fucking money, whether or not people are in the stands or not.
And how long do you think
Dude,
that'll go on?
if the NFL, if this season,
We're not talking about that. I'm talking about salary. You're saying that they're earning their own money through
But what-
branding.
yes,
I am
but,
saying
buddy,
that
It's a
they have
supply and
salary.
demand
That's
thing.
not the
No.
only way they make money. These dudes have
What-
hundreds of millions of dollar
What
fucking
Haarmeyer
contracts.
the only
saying
reason that teams can give them that much
Is because people want to watch them.
70,000 people a week decide to come to the stadiums.
I understand
I can
that.
tell you a
Yeah,
player
but
on
I'm-
fucking Toronto fucking Raptors, which are they the fucking champs, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you, those guys, their players make more money than the guys on Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's all dependent on who your
And
owner
it
is
depends
as well.
how good you are and how many people want to watch you play.
That's the branding
Because
aspect.
it doesn't matter. That's exactly what it is.
No,
People
I
want
was
it.
talking
That's
about
how
their
that's how they
salary.
get paid.
You guys are talking about the other shit
That's what
outside
I'm
of them. You're
saying.
saying if they don't have people in the stands, they're not getting paid. What I'm saying is if they
It won't-
sign
they
a
won't for
contract for
long.
a salary, they are guaranteed money. That has nothing to do with their branding or their advertisement or anything like that.
If
They
nobody-
get paid from that separately.
What I said was, these guys when they play, the only money that they're making is the money that they fucking get from their fucking fans. And that could be through their fucking team. But if your team is not a fucking team that wants to be watched, that is a worldwide fucking thing, that is something like that, this, that, and the other, you're not going to be making the same amount of money. We are paying these people the money for them to be there. You can't say they make too much money. Nigga, we pay for them to fucking make that much money.
I get
If
that.
we didn't watch it, they're not
Yeah.
going to make the $100 million.
I think it was a slight misunderstanding that
Yeah,
turned
I
into
agree.
something else because I thought he was talking about they only make their own money.
Yes.
And I was
ethically,
like, no.
ethically, I agree that like, wow, they're making so much money, but
Yeah.
based on the fact that they make so much money for like in their sport, they have to get it back some
And what is
percentage
expected
wise.
of you as a fucking athlete that plays at that caliber of athlete? What is expected of you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of dedicating your life
and
to
what-
it, and even in
Yeah.
not just sports,
There's-
that's music. That's kind of everything at
Yeah.
that high of a
Don't
level.
get me
And
wrong.
there's shit
Yeah.
outside the game that they're expected of
Right.
too.
And,
being
yeah,
at
and
that
I agree. Like ethically, I get what you're saying is like they don't deserve like the people making, like you said, like the little things that actually make the big difference in the day-to-day economy. I agree that they should get paid more, but it's just one
I
of
don't
nobody.
agree that I don't necessarily agree that they should get paid more. That wasn't the
Okay.
yeah.
So
I
they
was-
just shouldn't get paid
I
as
was
much.
saying the musicians and the sports athletes and stuff they should get paid less.
Okay.
It's just hard to say that.
But
if-
then what?
It's just hard to say that if you were the guy that was playing basketball, or you're the guy that was a singer or a fucking artist or something like that, for me to tell you, hey, what you do, you don't deserve to make that money.
Yeah.
That is a fucked up. For me to tell you that,
it's
if
tough.
one day somebody fucking tries to pay us for a fucking podcast or fucking or some shit like that, and they say you fucking don't deserve what you've been paid.
right.
It's fucked up to do.
And-
It doesn't
and
matter
it's-
how much money you're doing. You're earning it. Nobody's giving you money.
think that's
because
just-
we know one thing about a capitalist society.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to give you fucking money.
Yeah.
It would be like if you were a musician and you made this many whatever in sales. What
And you
you're
tried
saying
this
is
hard.
like, well, let's just because you don't really need that extra money, let's cut off the top 15% of it and send it somewhere else. You get to keep the rest. Which is just like if you're the musician, you're like, why are we doing that?
Why would I
'Cause,
give
yeah,
away
and I
money
get
that
like,
I could get?
and a lot of people
I
would make
get
the
it if
argument
it-
you don't need that money, but it's not just your money at that point; it's your
Well-
next generation and your next generation. And
Yeah, and I know that none of this is actually possible because
Right.
they couldn't do that. And plus, if they did do that, the money would be going to the wrong places. It wouldn't be going to
Well,
the
that's
people
true. It
who
would
do the
never
things that we
actually-
need and the things that we want. It would be going to the people who probably own the fucking organizations.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, no shit.
And they would be throwing it into their own
not like-
interests, not other people's.
it's not like
interests.
they're gonna
it's
say-
not going to happen, but it's something that I think shouldn't happen. I see no reason why we should have $400 million fucking sports contracts.
And ethically, yeah, like at the root of it, like in like terms of morality, it makes sense what you're saying. It just could never be done.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's not even a morality question. It's if you're good enough.
it's kind of morality both ways.
no, not
right?
really. It's
It's
if
not
you're
really
good
a moral
enough,
question.
you can be fucking paid this amount of money.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean
Right.
that you're a bad person or you did it the wrong way or you had to play a game to
morality
fucking make
was
the
a-
money.
That's-
It's I fucking did what I had to do. I had to dunk on niggas. I had to hit home runs on niggas. I had to fucking punch motherfuckers and knock them the fuck out. I had to do this to make this money. Nobody gave it to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's fucked up when you say, kind of like, they don't deserve that money. Like, nigga, you're paying the money.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's us paying into all of it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, if it's fucked up, I don't care. But,
Well, I know you don't.
Yeah,
But you have to understand that just because you don't care doesn't mean that
Yeah,
it's
just
okay.
in a very, very broad sense, it makes sense to be like, man, like our doctors and like firemen and police, those should be making the more money, and we should be taking away from people who just do this. But it's way deeper than just playing sports
I
or
just
singing
said
songs.
that it's not gonna happen, at
Right.
all. But yeah, so.
But yeah, I mean,
We all got this started from coronavirus.
This literally all started off coronavirus. So yeah, now I am I mean, it's only day 2, and I've started watching reality television.
Yeah.
So I'm watching a show called Love Is Blind, which is actually just through one episode. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It is and a lot of people, like when I tweeted out that I had watched or started watching it, everybody's like, "Oh, you're on the train. Like, this is awesome." So people are into this show, and it's literally, you're in a room, like it's like, I don't know if it's like 15 guys, 15 girls, and they basically,
like the blind date show?
yeah, it's just all blind dating. They get into like little cubes, and there's like a big wall in the middle of them, and they just talk, but they can never see each other. And they basically have, I think it was like 40 or 50 days or something like that, where they just keep going on blind dates. They switch off and on with each guy, each girl, or whatever.
40,
And then
50
you
days?
and then you have to get engaged at the end of the show. So like you just keep going on these
Wait,
dates.
what type of fucking contract is that?
No, you don't have to. No. I didn't mean to say you have to, but at the end of
There's an option at the end of the show.
yeah, that's like you don't have to, but it's like the thing is like, oh, day till wedding. Like if you're going to get engaged, it'll be on that 50th day. You don't have to, but if you basically have to if you're going to make a commitment,
Get
you have to
engaged
do
in
it before
50
that.
days?
However many, dude.
How
I
are
watch.
they gonna tell
You don't
two
even know
people
a
in
girl's shit
relationship?
cycle.
Yeah,
in
but
fucking
dude, it's
50
I have
days.
been watching it. It's just one episode. It was through 5 dates. Somebody got proposed to.
But you know you got to know.
So you got hooked. None of that
I'm
shit
in.
is real. None
Bro,
of that
you
shit.
know you got to know.
Oh, I don't care.
The
I
chick's
love it.
fucking shit cycle, because chicks are very uncomfortable when they're fucking shitting. You know, and they usually tend to fucking wait for you to like either leave or fucking go do something. In 50 days, you're not gonna know when she has to shit, when you have to vacate the premises. I swear, I'm telling you, bitches are all uncomfortable when they have to shit.
That was a lot to unload.
I don't poop.
That came out of fucking nowhere.
It's
was
supposed
a
to come
lot.
out of nowhere. I'm just telling all y'all young bloods out there, 50 days ain't enough. You gotta know when she's gonna take a shit.
Yeah,
No,
no, I
I
agree.
definitely agree. That's
But yeah, that's what makes it hilarious.
I'll watch.
Show.
I'll tell you what. When we're done, fucking show it to us. I'll fucking give it a go. But
Yeah.
it sounds like a chump show, bro.
It
Sounds like Jersey Shore.
It's like a funny. It's like a parody. It's like you're watching
Hey, I
it
don't
because
think
of
it's
how
supposed to be, like,
ridiculous,
serious or anything.
which is why it's
Well, yeah,
so
that's what I was
awesome.
about ready to say. Like Jersey Shore, fucking none of that is real.
Oh,
but
you
I
shut up.
fucking love
What do you
Jersey
mean
Shore.
Jersey Shore is
Jersey
real?
Shore.
Jersey
bro.
Shore is the
Oh, here we
realest
go.
fucking thing.
Here we
That's
go.
where reality TV fucking took off.
Oh, I thought he was going to talk about
Thank
the
you.
physical Jersey Shore.
Finally,
No, you're
I
right,
actually
it
love
is.
Jersey Shore.
It is where reality TV took off, but I think reality TV is some garbage ass television.
It is
No,
fucking
wait, yeah, you know
There's
what?
a
horrible.
reason
Actually,
why they still play it on cable,
It
because
is
no one
horrible.
watches that shit.
And you know what other reality show? And it's kind of along the
The
same
Bachelorette.
lines. Bachelor. I have,
Bachelor.
dude, people tweet out about The Bachelor all of the time, and I always feel like I'm missing out. So I think in the next season, especially because we don't have sports right now, whenever that does start, I know the last season just ended, but I feel like it's kind of always on. So whenever the next season does start, I'm going to get into whatever The Bachelor or Bachelorette. I don't know which one's next.
You ever
but
see
I'm going to get into it.
The Bachelor, I think somebody wrote, it was The Bachelor, a TV show about a dude that dates, what? Yeah, sure.
No, I'm good.
A dude that dates multiple chicks that is watched by girls that bitch about dudes dating multiple chicks at the same time. You know, like,
That's perfect.
It's like the
it is.
number one people that watch The Bachelor are chicks that hate dudes that date multiple
It's
chicks.
all
at
the
same
like the
time.
girls like confessing loyalty all the time.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
well.
But it becomes more of like a watching it purely from like a parody standpoint of being like I watch this because it's so funny how ridiculous it is kind of deal.
Correct.
So that's why I kind of want to get into it, because there's a lot of people that actually like love it on like social media, and they really get into it. So I want to get
I've
into
never
it.
really been much into
Reality
reality.
TV.
I will tell you though,
fucking American Idol's like the fucking shitty auditions, like the cringy
awesome.
audition. Oh
Wait,
my god, I can sit there for hours and watch the worst auditions, dude. Some of this shit is just pure comedic gold, dude.
Dude, it is. Yeah,
it is fucking awesome.
that was big way back in the day, like in the first couple seasons of American Idiot
Yeah,
or American Idiot.
American
Green Day, buddy.
Do they still
American
tape
Idol.
American Idol? Is that like still a running
I
show?
want to be American idiot. Yeah,
I don't-
fucking American Idol. Yeah,
I don't.
I think
know.
it just started again. They have like 2 seasons a fucking year.
Every once in a while,
It's like
like
a plague. You can't get away from it.
The Voice. I don't get into it, but I'll listen to like I'll see on YouTube people sharing like the really really good acts kind of thing. I'll listen to those. So I guess I'm here for those, and I'll probably as I get older, I feel like I'll.
I
probably
watch them from
The
all
Voice.
over the world, like fucking Australia's Got
Right,
Talent,
not just
fucking
like the U.S.
Belgium's
version, but
Got
you'll do
Talent,
every
fucking-
version. Yeah,
fucking
I'm in for
Czech
that.
Republic's Got Talent. Like,
They do.
I
They
mean, that's-
have like one in every single country.
You're going in deep. I mean,
dude, dude, I go so hard, bro. So I think it was Sweden's Got Talent, right?
Yeah,
And there was this little girl. I think her name was Angelina.
yeah. Okay.
And she sang, I think she was probably like 8, and she sang a song by Billie Holiday, and I think it's called Bang Bang or something like that. This little girl sang so good. It almost made me fucking
Dude,
wanna
there's
dance.
just as much like legitimate talent as there is just like ha ha.
Oh yeah, just
That is
goofy
true.
shit and like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
like wow shit. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the wow
I mean,
stuff gets
Nah,
you going.
that's
But
the-
she had like this old fucking like she'd been smoking fucking cigars in Cuba for fucking 25 years. I mean, the girl is 8.
I used to smoke a
No,
pack
but-
of Newports a day.
But she was
had that
singing kind of
growlish-
I gave
kinda-
Charlie Chaplin a hand job.
like Jackie Robinson was my first black man. but,
Folks, gone off the
It
rails
just got a little weird.
officially.
But no, yeah, she sounded like an old lady, like Billie Holiday. Well, Billie Holiday kind of has like this really weird,
Grizzly type of voice. Not grizzly.
It's like
but-
very like in the back of the throat and has like a really weird whiny thing
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
does with it. And this little girl was fucking just killing it. I was like, no way. And she's out there. You shot me down, bang bang. The
like
terrible
the
sound,
old school style.
Bang, bang. My baby.
Yeah, some of
shot me
those.
down.
I don't know
was
where
like,
they find these people, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
like when you find the winners, it's like, wow, that
That's-
person's got talent.
That's what I love about those like talent shows that they have, like America's or Sweden's or whatever.
Right,
is
right.
like you just see some shit there that's genuinely cool that you're not gonna see anywhere.
Mind
else.
you,
Oh, yeah.
Billie Holiday, African American fucking jazz singer from like 30s, 40s. This girl is a white girl in Sweden.
Yeah.
And she's like 6, and
And
she's just like, I'll pick
fucking
that
8,
one.
and she's fucking belting it out. Again, music connecting the fucking world, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
it is absurd. And oh, well, speaking of her smoking voice,
Mm-hmm.
people, we're on day 1 of Keith is done with smoking watch. So Keith's stopping smoke watch day 1.
He's been smoking
officially.
half cigarettes all day.
He's trying to slowly wean himself off of cigarettes by smoking just half. He's been good about it.
Yeah, he's been half
for
of
the
it.
2 hours that I've
Today,
been with
yeah.
him today. So this is officially day 1. Keith, your long-term plan, would you say in a couple of days you're fully done? A couple of weeks?
couple of
months?
days.
Bro, shut the fuck up. Yeah,
Buddy.
dude, I have been trying to like. First of all, I never wanted to pick up the habit of smoking.
does anybody?
cigarettes.
No.
No.
Yeah, I was like, what is it?
No,
Yeah,
no one
nobody really
does.
wants
Everybody does it because it's cool, and then they just can't
And
get
then you're
off
like,
of
oh,
it.
fuck.
Yeah.
But fucking, I don't know, man. Fucking, it's been probably like 2 years now, two maybe 3, where I've just been like, you really need to stop. You really need to stop. Like every fucking day of my life, like smoking cigarettes. Like you really got to stop doing this, man.
Yeah.
And like I've quit a couple times. I remember I got a like one of those e-cigs, not the fucking Juuls. Fuck that shit.
Oh,
But-
because I'm Spilly and
Yeah.
I'm so cool. I don't smoke Juuls.
He's a high-class
Those
girl.
are for yuppies.
Juuls and White Claws are just for straight fucking pussies. But
How about Trulies?
Trulies are for straight fucking pussy.
You're a loser. Shut up, dude. These taste
how
delightful.
dare you
White
insult
Claws are good
me.
too, dude.
The
You're such
seltzer
an
waters
idiot.
are so disgusting, and the Jules thing are
You're
like,
a
if you want
fucking
cancer,
You drink
just smoke
Milwaukee.
Rogaine.
This is coming from a
Best.
guy that doesn't like beef.
Dude, that's true. He
The
doesn't like
fucking
beef.
man doesn't like beef. And we're supposed
is
to take
stupid.
his fucking opinion seriously.
Also, you're drinking
Get the
Milwaukee's
fuck outta
best.
here.
Just
Yeah,
grow up,
I
dude.
like some trashy shit, but I like some non-trashy shit.
You're an idiot. So this is a guarantee from me on behalf of Keith. Done smoking in 2 weeks.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I've
Done.
no, not
Swear. Swear on it.
I'm not going to do that.
Put your life on it.
I will keep doing this. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Coward, people are asking.
No.
Yeah.
I will try my best to quit
No
these,
pity for
and
a
that's why
coward.
we're even putting this little segment on here. And if you really want to keep doing it, I'm down with it because
We're just gonna do Smoke Watch Day, whatever.
Yeah, this will help me stop smoking if people like legitimately fucking keep giving
do
me
this.
shit for it every time we do it.
We can do
So
this.
yeah, I'm slowly weaning myself off. The first time I quit for a
Buddy.
couple months when I got an e-cig, and like I quit cold turkey for a couple months, and
buddy.
then fucking then I got back into it, and I just haven't really been able to put it back down again. I've stopped smoking during the weeks a couple times. I've calmed down on it a couple times, but I've never been able to fully stop since then.
Okay,
Ace
well-
Billy,
What?
you say if people comment on this that you'll stop doing it.
What?
You said if people start like commenting, it could be a way to like
Helping me stop? Yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't think anybody gives a fuck that.
I
much.
don't think they do either.
I agree. It's just something we're gonna keep track of. And to be honest,
Just to be honest, like if when we put this up in the week after, there's like one comment, don't be hurt, don't smoke fucking a pack just because you're like,
you don't care about me. To
because,
be honest,
he gets super poopy.
yeah, he gets ultra poopy. And you know what? As one of your closest friends, and this is just for content reasons, I really hope you follow through with this for like 2 months and you fail miserably. I hope there's just a day.
That's fucked.
I know, but it's like
So
Just wanna
fucked.
see
it
you
would be.
fucking
I
crack.
would love to just be like,
But
oh,
be the-
smoke watch. Oh, we're free. Hey, he didn't smoke any. He didn't smoke any. He didn't smoke any. And then just have the like intervention style of like, he fucking smoked.
the
like 2
longest-
months down the line. But I hope you can clear those lungs out for 2
The
months.
longest stint I've had of like quitting was boot camp.
Okay.
So I remember I think we were like in 6th grade or something like that. Yeah, it was like 12 because I remember it was like right before I fucking went to secondary school, right? And my buddy Goido, well his name is Gabriel, but we call him Goido. It was just a fucking
one of those
dumb
things.
nickname.
Yeah.
And his grandpa had a miscellaneous store and he had cigarettes and shit. And I remember one day because I went to school with Goido and my brother was already in secondary school with his homies, and Goido was like, "Oh, dude, I can get smokes." And I'm like, "Oh shit, let's do it because I'm a thug, right?
Correct.
And I'm an American, so I must know things." And mind you, the guys that you
course.
don't know, I'm in Mexico at this point in time, so every like when we were kids, every fucking bad decision got ran across me because I don't know, like I guess like if the gringo's cool with it, then we're all cool with it. And Goido was like, "Hey man, like I can get some fucking smokes." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, meet you fucking down the fucking street with the rest of the guys." Of course, because it's a crew. Mind you,
yeah,
we're in
you
6th
gotta-
grade.
yeah.
We're a bike gang.
Sixth grade squad for life, bro.
Riding your bikes.
We were like 9-12 deep,
Yes,
bro. Like,
riding your bikes was like the best thing to do as a kid. Just riding anywhere and everywhere on your bikes was the
Yeah,
funnest
dude.
thing in the world.
So like we hopped on our bikes and we would fucking like go to house, and then we went to there was a lake. It was the San Jose Lake, right? And we bike up to the lake and we sit there, and Goido breaks out these fucking a pack of cigarettes, and they were called alas, right?
Yeah.
And they're like Lucky Strikes. They're non-filtered and whatever. And this is the first time I'm gonna smoke. And, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run me some of this because this is what men do. They smoke
course.
unfiltered cigarettes, and I'm a
course.
fucking man because I'm 11 or 12, right?
Yeah, because you're in 6th
Or-
grade. That's,
yeah.
that's the man
And
status.
I'm a man,
Of course.
What is that? 12? What is 6th
6th grade, probably 12.
Like
Yeah,
12,
11,
right?
12. You got it
12,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
nah,
It's
11,
12.
12,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, so I was, yeah, oh yeah, because fucking fucking filtered cigarettes are for pussies.
Of course.
Of course, because you're 12 and you know that filtered cigarettes are for pussies. And man, we're smoking these. Of course, we're not inhaling because we don't even know why people. We don't even know why people smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like we don't even understand that there's a high that comes with it. We don't understand that that it kind of fucks up your throat, like if you're not used to it. But yeah, I mean, the longest stint since that day.
So it's been a thing since that day.
Yeah, I mean,
for the most part.
I mean, I guess inhaling started around like 13, 14.
Yeah.
but
just for
smoking,
a year,
smoking every once in a while, since I was like fucking 12, 13. Yeah, it was certainly a fucking thing. And
dude, when
boot camp was the longest away from
3 months that I've stopped
3
smoking.
months was the longest.
I'm 30 now.
That's dude.
Been 18 years of
since
smoking.
You were 11 or 12.
I'm 29, but
you have taken 3 months off from 11 to 12 to 30. That is hilarious.
Like dude, legitimately quitting, like without like, because I mean, there's weeks like I'll smoke a couple cigarettes here or there, not really throw them down, but legitimately like fucking
just
lapse in time to where like I didn't consume nicotine. Been 3 months since.
Would you like to get in on this, Max? Do you want to be part of Smoke
no.
Watch? Okay.
No, I enjoy smoking.
Dude, my story of smoking is far less like consistent.
Less intricate.
I can't remember the first time I started like inhaling.
You're
like
probably
you were
fucking
talking about.
drunk.
Yeah, probably. Like, the first time I ever smoked anything was a cigar, like a Swisher Sweet cigar.
Yeah.
And I think I was 15, 16. I think I was 15 because my cousin Tyler fucking drove me back from school, and I'd wait at his house till my mom got off work and fucking picked me up my freshman year. And one day he was 16, so he went through and fucking he went through that fucking drive-through that's right by Elder every day and got smokes and dip afterwards and stuff like that. And like I tried a cigar with him for the first time. And from then on out, it was just like kind of just smoking every once in a while. Like maybe I'd go over to I remember Baysard's house. I always used to get Swishers whenever we go over to Baysard's mom's house when I was 19. And then,
But you've always been that dude.
and then all of a sudden,
You don't really smoke cigarettes.
well, no,
the
well,
flavor.
this is how I really started.
He's a flavored man.
This
You're
is-
like the
I
UV
am.
He's black
blue
on
of
the
alcohol.
inside.
I am.
He's black on the inside.
But this is how I got into smoking those was because I remember I was fucking chilling at Cook's house and shit like that, and fucking it had got to the point where like I was just bumming cigarettes off like whoever throughout the night, and that's how I started smoking. And eventually I was just like, you know what, I need to stop bumming off everyone. I'm gonna get my own pack. And Talons are fucking like $2 for 20.
Cheap ass.
So that's where I go. Plus I just
or
like
40
the
for
grape flavor a
three
little
or
bit.
for
Cheap ass.
$3.45 or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, this nigga one time.
Dude, they
he was
were
like,
$189 at
listen, bro,
Speedway when I started buying them.
This
For 20.
I don't remember where the fuck we were going, but it was probably either Miller's house or something like that. And I'm like, all right, I'm swinging by the store. You guys need anything? And he's like, yeah, pick me up some grape Talons. Swing by grape Talons. I was like, let me get a pack. He's like, oh,
everywhere.
He was like, no, we only got 2 packs or 3 packs. I'm like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I was like, what type
Bro,
of motherfucker
they-
only sells 40 fucking cigarettes,
They
bro?
within the past year, they just started putting hard packs around their cigarettes. I've been smoking soft packs my whole life.
Yeah, there were soft packs, and they would come in these fucking big old, like the deodorant double pack. When you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get the deodorant, they come like
That's
that.
just
It
that,
was,
but
dude.
with
It was
two,
like
3 packs.
$3.50 for 40 of them.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I pick them up,
a
I'd be
deal.
like, I guess you get 2 packs, motherfucker. Like,
Dude, Tony Mazzella was over here last night, and he was like, bro, I'm about to start getting these. He's like, they're not as good as a cigarette, but for the price, they're damn worth it.
I mean, that is a deal.
it's a bad cigarette.
Well,
It is. I smoke bad cigarettes.
Well,
and
it's a
drink
mini
bad beer.
cigar. It's not even a cigarette.
Right,
I don't
right.
think it's even
Yeah, it's a
considered
filtered cigar.
fucking cigar.
so
or a
we're
cigarette.
officially on day 1
Yeah.
of Keith is done smoking for sure. Definitely, he promises all of you watch. That's the official title of.
I
this
have
segment.
I have a thing to pick with you, sir,
Yeah.
Mr. Haarmeyer.
Oh, the
Alex.
chapstick thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is coming way off a
Okay.
topic.
That's fine.
That's fine. We need to move on from that topic.
But
anyway.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
This man came up with the craziest.
This is not.
And mind you guys. the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life. And I've heard some crazy shit. I've been places, you know what I mean? I've seen shit, you know what I mean? I got the Rolling Stones fucking track in the back of my head when I stare, you know what I mean? So, but chapstick that chaps your lips so that you keep on buying it is one of the craziest things.
That's not just me saying that. That's
It
like
sounds like it's just you, because
think
I've
it's
never
like a
heard this.
conspiracy?
that's like an internet thing. Like people will, you can find that on Twitter every day of people. If you just type in chapstick on your Twitter search, there will be people saying like, I've never used chapstick in my life. I've never had chapped lips. And then there are people that, oh, I used it for a while.
Yeah.
I always used to continually get chapped lips. The minute I stopped using chapstick, I was done getting chapped lips. So I literally, I have always been a person who's used chapstick since I was like 5 years old, just because my mom uses chapstick.
Okay.
And so now I'm stopping.
The
I'm
only
sorry.
simple
Well, this is the first I'm hearing of
the only simple
I just stopped
reason
using it
why
on
I
like
can
Monday.
assume that your lips were more chapped when you used chapstick.
You were overusing it.
No, it was not because you were overusing it. It's because you're probably younger and you probably like the cherry flavor and you put it on your lips and you're sucking on your lips all fucking day.
I don't know.
That's
I
a
couldn't
good-
tell you.
That's a
maybe.
good point. Yeah.
When you start doing this shit, sucking on your lips,
Because you're
sucking
not
on your
only
lips.
taking all that fucking shit off,
And you're taking it
moisture,
off,
the moisture,
and
you're fucking
all
rubbing
you-
your lips together to chap it up.
When you wet down
Right.
your fucking lips, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like the babies that fucking suck on their top lip or the bottom lip, like this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that. They have you get a rash. It
Oh,
gets
yeah,
super
right,
chapped.
yeah.
It gets super chapped because it's like always wet.
Yeah, but the
But if you
chapstick-
like the flavor and you're always licking your lips, of course, when you stop doing chapstick, they're gonna be fucking.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like.
Chapped
But I'm
as fuck.
saying like my lips were chapped on like Monday, and I was
You
about
got some
to use
luscious
it.
ass lips,
And
dude.
I
For
was-
a white dude,
do
you got
I?
you got some bangers. Let me see them real
Thank
quick.
you.
Come on, you got the mic in the way. Yeah, dude. Shit.
He turned to
Yeah, dude.
People, I wanted him to get a silhouette.
Yeah, dude, it was
I hope
perfect.
these are still recording.
I wanted him to get a silhouette of it. So,
It's fucking awesomeness.
well, yeah, no. On Monday, my lips were very chapped, and I made a conscious decision. I was like, you know what? I have heard talk on the internet that chapstick is actually causing my lips to be chapped. I'm done. Cold turkey. I'm done. It's like chapstick watch day number 5.
God, shut up, dude.
Just as harmful as
bro.
cigarettes. So,
Homie.
and I don't have chapped
Chapstick
lips
is
currently.
just as bad as cigarettes. You did not just
I did
fucking
just say that. I did just say that.
Oh
it was
my-
joking.
That is the craziest shit
joking.
I've ever heard. There is no weight behind this statement at all.
It was-
I can understand if your fucking chips
Whatever-
are... No. I can understand if your lips are getting more chapped because you're using more fucking chapstick.
Yes.
Like just overusing it, but just quitting cold turkey, you're fucking lying.
I am
bro.
quitting cold
Quitting
turkey.
cold turkey.
There's
The chapstick
There's some
life.
other thing that
You ain't
happens.
about that
turkey.
chapstick life no more.
No, I
You
literally
don't
just
want
have
that-
chapstick on my, like literally on the little nightstand next
All
to my
it-
bed. I
You don't
have
want
it
that
there.
petroleum
All
jelly
It's not-
smoke.
I'm out on it. I'm
Bro,
done with it.
all it does is put like a protective layer over your lips so they don't
think
get
it's chapping
dry.
them, dude.
Like
Because right now I don't have chapped lips. It just cured itself.
I swear to God, it probably
Without
tastes too
chapstick.
good for you, and you don't notice. You're licking it off.
Yeah, but it unchapped itself without the chaps.
unchapped?
Yeah, my lips. Yeah.
Or it chapped itself without the chapstick. You
No,
have to
with the
understand what
chapstick,
chap means.
using the chapstick, they were always in need of chapstick, if that makes sense.
this is a thing on
It was a
Twitter.
ruthless cycle. Yeah, that's like
It was
thing.
a ruthless cycle.
It was a ruthless cycle, and I stopped.
I wish you thought about gambling this way.
But
Oh fuck!
so now I'm going on day 5 without using it. My chips unchapped themselves naturally.
Chap themselves naturally.
Unchapped.
Oh,
So they were
oh,
chapped because of the
oh.
chapstick. They are unchapped
Oh,
now.
I forgot because you put
So let's
chapstick on
see.
and they got chapped.
That's the and honestly, dude. Now we're talking about it a lot. I keep licking my lips because we're fucking talking.
I'm
about
telling
it.
you, it's
so
amazing.
much.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't talk about it 24/7.
I hope not. That'd be
talking
the
about-
weirdest
Yeah,
shit
I mean
ever.
that'd be a pretty that'd be a pretty boring topic. Just come up
Like,
to
oh,
people and be
God.
like,
fucking chapstick. You heard? You heard
if
about
I
the new-
like see
type-
people
I'll tell you
using
one
chapstick,
thing, though.
just slap it out of
The
their hands.
weirdest
I'll
shit
tell
that
you
has
what,
ever
I
happened.
typed it in on fucking Twitter. I'm not seeing what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
chapstick's
people.
like a thing, dude.
I know
Like,
it's
yes,
a thing.
chapstick is a thing. There's tweets about chapstick. It's not.
I'm
None of
looking
them
at
are
it.
like,
I'm
fuck
looking
this chapstick. It's making my lips chapped. I'm never using this shit again. Or like,
People.
30 days cold turkey.
People.
Lips are luscious as fuck. Like,
Yeah, that's
no.
what I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be posting that kind of content. But let me look on the internet real quick. You guys go in your own little tangent. Let me
Oh
check
no,
this
we're
out.
good, buddy. But I'll tell you one thing.
Actually chaps lips.
Let's see, I got some big old. I got some.
Let me
big
get
old
I'm gonna get a science.
Well,
thing
you're
for you.
typing in chapsticks actually give chapped lips into Twitter. I just typed in chapstick. You were like, dude, type in chapstick. It's all over Twitter.
He did not say that. Why do you keep on doing that?
I actually think I might have said
I
that.
think he did.
I think
You
I
said
actually
type in chapstick.
Yeah, because it's like the search bar. You can
Oh,
type it in, and a lot
Yeah,
of people
in
talk about
Twitter,
it.
that's
Sorry.
exactly
But it
what
is.
I
It's like
attacked Keith,
spaced
and
out.
I
But people do
apologize.
talk about it. But either way,
I do that a lot, though. So I mean, I'll give it to you.
So this is an article written by a doctor, Leslie Bauman, MD.
Oh,
blames.
Balm. Yeah, no, she's in the fucking
Oh,
game.
yeah, she's
in the
part
game.
of it.
Yeah,
she's
dude.
part of the
She's a
fucking
fucking lobbyist.
conspiracy.
I get that, but she's going
Illuminati,
opposite.
bitch.
She's going in the opposite. She says, "Don't use it."
Of course not. What
She
do you-
wouldn't
what
she
do
want
you
the money
do
if
with-
she's in on Big
do you
Chapstick?
do
Wouldn't
with-
she want the money?
What do you
Big
do?
chapstick.
Yeah, what do you do with an illicit
she's-
substance? If you want to go black market with it, say don't use it. You fucking raise your fucking prices by millions.
If people
It's
stop
gonna go
buying
black
it, you
market.
raise your prices?
Yeah, dude.
What?
No, I'm saying if it's
was
legal,
backwards.
you say don't use it, right? But if you're the company, you know it's going to be a black market thing. Now your prices are going to go up because it's not legal anymore, and you don't have to pay taxes on it. Chapstick is the next fucking, I don't know.
Do you think it's become
black
illegal?
market? Yeah, dude, it's going to be great.
What?
It's going black market.
That's
dude.
the second
RPG.
time he just
What a
went
step.
off. Like,
RPGs and chapstick, dude. You can get them on the Silk
You
Road.
just so do you think
you
that
are
I'm going
off on
to
a lot of tangents.
do you think that I'm going to put
This is a
chapstick
trick
out of
class.
business?
Do what?
Do you think I'm putting chapstick out of business?
I don't know, man.
I mean, you got that kind of weight behind you.
You gotta be
I
careful,
am
man.
heavy.
You talk about these
Well,
big
that's not
companies
what I
like
meant.
that.
I know, but
You talk about these big companies like that. You never know. Maybe people knocking at your door.
Yeah,
There-
right.
there might
bro.
be-
You gotta watch
there
yourself.
might be big chapstick might be onto me, but this is chapstick day 1 watch for me or day 5. Sorry, I'm healthy. I feel better about myself.
5 days.
I don't feel that I have to use it at all times. I feel a lot safer. Spilly is on day 1 of his cigarette watch, which he will definitely quit in 2 weeks. and
Help
he
me
will
out.
promise
If
all
y'all
of the
gonna
listeners.
comment about anything, fucking do this.
Don't
Actually, you know what?
comment.
We need
Don't-
to fucking bring
don't
that
help
up
him.
too.
Tell people to subscribe.
Yeah, you guys need to fucking do yourself a favor. Stop the video right now. Go follow us all on all social medias. Go follow the page on social
Hit the
media for Your
subscribe
House
button.
Our Rolls. Hit the
be down with
subscribe
that.
button. Hit the follow button on Spotify and stuff like that. We really need to start doing that a little bit more. That's something that we could do a little bit more, like hyping up
Start
our social
pitching
media
that
a
a
little
little more.
bit
Okay,
more.
that's fine.
We probably should do it at like the beginning and end of every video and
That
shit
makes
like
sense.
that. But at the same time, there's some give and take here. We need some from y'all too. Okay,
That makes sense.
we need some.
You know what I actually yeah. So please subscribe if
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
you like what we're doing here. Please subscribe. But I did just forget a monstrous thing that I was going to bring up during our sports talk, where we went off on a huge tangent, and I wanted to bring that back.
Oh, you talking about the baseball thing?
There's a Sandlot game being played
Yeah, I'm
in
cool with talking
Arizona
about
at
it.
some,
Yeah.
and I know you guys aren't like the biggest baseball fans. I know Max, you will watch baseball.
I like baseball.
Spilly gets
I
pretty
can't
bored.
fucking stand it. It's the stupidest
Right, and
shit
I
of all
get it.
time. This is a cool idea, though.
So, like, I love baseball, but it's one of those sports where I understand if you don't like baseball. It can be boring. It can be very boring.
It can't
It
be
can't-
boring.
it can't-
It is boring.
No.
It's not boring
It's
all the time.
fucking so boring.
It's
You're
not
an
boring
idiot.
all the time.
So,
Golf is boring.
Like, this
all
is
the
a cool idea. I won't
Right.
watch it. I won't.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
I think
I'm
this
not
would be
going to
awesome.
watch baseball. Hey, let's throw a ball and wait fucking a minute and a half to throw it again.
You
Like,
know what?
Shut
Just-
up.
Just relax.
Shut
So,
up.
time. Have you ever seen football?
because of
I
the-
have.
That's
It's-
fucking
you get-
throwing
you
the
get
ball every
40
minute and a half,
You get the
dude.
40 seconds from the time the play is ruled down. You get 40 seconds. This is literally 40 seconds between every pitch. You get a solid.
Okay,
if
40
you
and
get-
40,
if you
you
get
know, 80. Okay,
Each,
so we're
each
getting
play in the
close
NFL,
to
like each play in the NFL, I would say
And now,
lasts probably around 5
minute 20 versus a minute and a half. Sorry.
We're talking about 5 seconds to something that takes fucking a half a second to get from the pitcher to the plate. A half a second of action every minute and a half is the dumbest shit I have ever heard.
you're
in my
not
entire
hurling
life.
a ball
And then
at
if
100
you
miles an hour.
If you do manage to hit the fucking ball, you run what 50
mic
fucking
check.
feet and
Mic check.
stop.
Mic check. 1, 2.
I'm sorry, I had to get that off my fucking chest.
So,
It's almost like the Browns.
even
logo.
if you don't like baseball, this is actually something that people would probably enjoy.
Correct.
So, due
Yes.
to the coronavirus, everybody's postponing. They're canceling events. Baseball is supposed to start in like 2 weeks. So
Yeah,
they're
for real.
postponing that for like another month or so until we find a cure for this thing or find a way to stop basically the numbers just keep shooting up, trying to level that off. So yesterday, a couple of baseball players were tweeting back and forth at each other saying like, hey, you know what? While we're not playing on TV or for an actual organization, we should just get some other MLB players to just come to a random place in Arizona and just play. Because a lot of the players are like in Arizona for spring training. So they're like, hey, let's just kind of set something up where we can just ball out with each other.
If it were to happen, Alex, would you be down to go to Arizona?
I think it's going to come so fast. Like, I think they're going to plan it out
Again.
where it's like in the next week or so.
Would you be down to go?
I would love to go. but I
Because in
wouldn't
the
be able
next
to
week
just,
is
like,
my
take off
birthday,
work.
and
Really?
my brother just moved back to Arizona with his wife and his kid, and they're living over there.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know, fucking shit goes down. We fucking throw some cheese down. We go visit Chris. We go catch a Sandlot game with the fucking stars. You heard? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what.
Go to Lake
That
Havasu.
sounds like
Take
a
a
great
dip.
idea.
I will pass on the
And it's spring
baseball,
break,
but I will
too.
definitely go to that. I will definitely do that.
But so the Sandlot game also,
I'll tell
the
you
big
what,
thing about it is for people who hate baseball, I like, I'm not going to let you just scream about it.
No,
I
I'm not.
understand it. I don't need to hear your
I was-
theories on why you hate
I
it.
was gonna say that
Let the man
if
finish.
they speed up the fucking pace of the game, I think that it could be a cool thing because it's something that they're doing.
Well, this is
outside of-
just going to be guys shitting around in like a yard. So I
Probably
think it's going to be
drinking
very
beer.
yeah.
fast.
So
And I don't know, just because they're like still kind of training mode to start the season, I don't know if they're just going to be drinking beers or whatever on the sideline, but it'll definitely be a way more relaxed
Should be.
environment. It would be
should
awesome if they were.
what training do you need for baseball?
You're an idiot.
Are
That
you
actually,
fucking kidding me,
Stupid.
Spilly?
that actually
no, I do
requires-
not.
Okay,
Dude.
no,
I'm
now-
sorry.
first
I don't
of all,
give
you're
a
being-
fuck what anyone
Now you're
says.
being an
Baseball
idiot.
is just stupid.
Just
dude.
the fact that you
There's
just said no
talent in
training
fucking
required.
baseball.
Okay.
I would
Just
love
because-
to see you
Just
try
because you
baseball
don't-
right
No, I
now.
couldn't do it on a professional
because
level,
you
but
do
there's
not
no
like the
fucking
sport.
talent in that compared to other sports, dude. There's not.
It is the most hand-eye coordination
Dude,
you need in any sport.
It is probably one of the most
Hand-eye
difficult
coordination, the
fucking
most you need
sports.
in
I'll give
any
you
sport.
hand-eye coordination,
Technically.
Yeah,
I
you'll
will.
give me that little
But
tiny thing about sports.
Dude, having to throw a ball and make the bitch
There's a
curve.
lot more to talent
I mean,
between-
just that simple thing. Throwing a ball at fucking, say, anywhere from 89 to 95 miles an hour, which is probably like your average, right?
Right. Well, now it's
I
like
don't
90 to
consider-
95.
But
I don't
I'm just saying,
I-
like,
I'm-
like a curveball
I'm
or a
thinking more of a
slider or something like
batter's
that, they usually
perspective.
come off a little bit.
I'm thinking more of a batter's perspective. The batter, a person at
Why
bat
are
is
you
the
just
only
gonna
person
base
I would.
it on one person in the game?
And why are
There's
you
only one
basing
batter
it?
at a time.
Why are you basing it on the hardest?
That's the only person that I because it is the hardest. I'm giving the batter credit.
Okay.
The batter is the only
You're
person
not.
that I
You're
give
saying
credit to in
it's
baseball.
Fucking, you don't have to
You
train
do
for it.
keep
You,
saying that.
you legitimately took the credit
I don't
away
give a
before you
fuck.
gave him credit.
And y'all can think I'm as crazy as I want, but baseball is the stupidest.
No credit to
fucking
baseball,
shit.
but I'd like to
Stupid
credit the
shit. Don't give
batters.
any of them fucking. Okay, I'll give it a little bit.
That's
of
what I'm
credit.
saying. You take it away, then you
But
give it back.
either way, what I was going to say, so this is like a Sandlot game. This is just like, it just so happens that they're the most talented players on the planet at this particular sport. They're just wanting to go into a random field, play baseball, and they're supposed to be mic'd up,
Do you
which will be
think they
very
would-
awesome to hear the thought process of people when they're actually playing. And if there's no media or whatever, just people giving each other a hard time, giving each other shit, hanging
Like I
out,
said.
like having a fun
Great
time.
idea.
We go to Arizona. I will heckle like the last time I got kicked out of fucking Delhi Park.
Oh, dude, that was. I don't know if we could talk about
Well,
that.
we'd
one,
have to
bro.
bleep a lot of the things
Yeah,
that went
no,
on.
I don't.
But
No, I'm cool.
actually, no. It started off very, very
Tame.
tame, very subtle. You know, I was just like, a dude walked up because, you know, Haarmeyer, big sexy,
Dude,
aka fucking double XL,
I
aka.
think I gotta
picture.
cut this one, dude. We can't tell this story.
Let me. It doesn't matter what we can say. It's what I'm gonna
Okay,
say.
I'll just cut it out.
And if you don't like it, you can cut it later.
That's fine. I'll just cut it out.
So, came back.
You cut it out.
Yeah, you're not gonna cut it out because
How
it's
about
gonna
you
be
cut
as
it
simple as it's gonna be true story.
If
Yeah.
it, if
You're
it-
not you're not gonna cut this out.
If you tell it the way if you tell it
No,
the way
it's
it
not.
actually happened, it's getting
It's
cut.
not. It's not.
Somebody please mute Keith's mic.
Right? He doesn't let anybody talk, right?
Keith's the guy who mutes
Hurt
mics,
people.
but I'd like to
Always
make the
hurting people.
announcement. Yeah, just say
Just
your
like
story,
that.
man.
So yeah, you know, I came back and my brother Chris and a lot of the guys around here played in a spring league or
I don't know
summer
what it
league.
was. But yeah, we're up at Delhi
spring,
Park. Just
summer
beer
league.
league softball.
Yeah, you know, it was a beer league. You know, you go over there, drink beer. They play games. Sometimes it's a round robin. Sometimes you guys play like a doubleheader or something like that, right? So fun times, like especially for me. I just got back from living in California, and I didn't know anybody around here, so it's a good time to go out on a Friday, fucking kick it. And I was a heckler, and I don't remember, was it this like, I don't remember what the team was called.
I don't either.
And
Drunk and disorderly.
Oh, our team.
No,
yes.
yeah, your
we
team.
were.
No, I'm talking about the
watching
team.
your game.
No.
I'm
I
talking about
think he
the
was
team
talking
that I
about the
was
other
heckling.
team that he was heckling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude walked up, and I don't know, like what I said. I probably said like, "Oh,
You called him Borat.
They
or
were
something,
like
right?
the-
yeah." I said the dude
You
looked
told
like
somebody.
Borat.
Yeah, he told
They
that
were
guy
the
looked
best
like
team in the league, weren't they? If
I
that
don't
helps you remember
remember.
at all, because
No.
if we're gonna put it on
I
here,
actually-
these people
I
need to
actually-
be called out because they were some.
I actually
fuckheads.
know the name of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking team, but since he said he was gonna cut it previously, I figured I'd leave it out because that might be. Yeah. But
I don't remember.
Call him
at all,
out.
But
I'm
either
down
way,
with
aren't they
them
Gas
out.
Monkey? Aren't they the Gas Monkey team?
I don't remember. Gas
I don't,
House, whatever. Either
What?
way,
It doesn't
go
matter.
on. Yeah.
But I called some dude Borat. I was like, "Oh shit, that dude, I bet looks like Borat." Right? And you know, he hit the
And
ball.
he does.
Dude, no,
He
the
actually
dude
does.
looks like fucking Borat, and the other dude looked like fucking what's that guy's name?
I don't know. Anybody's.
From Limp Bizkit.
Fred Durst.
Yeah, Fred Durst. Right, and it was friendly. You know, I wasn't calling him any names or anything. Well, I mean, I guess calling
You were
somebody
calling
Borat.
him names, but it
But
was jokingly.
They was like, "Oh
"Ah,
man, that
take
dude
a
looks like
joke."
Borat." And then he got to first base or second base, and I don't know who pissed him off. I mean, I'm sure it was me, but I don't know who he took it off or like who he took it out on. And I don't know, man. Like it got bad, and then all of a sudden the umpire, because you know I was saying a little bit more because he got really mad. The umpire was like, "Oh, you can't be heckling people over here," and I was just saying like swing batter, and they kicked me out, and then that's when everything got
Yeah, everything
little
got
bit.
out of hand at that point. But
But-
I was talking more about the pre-story that came up. That was the one that would be like, that wasn't bad. We'll keep that in there.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. I wasn't talking about anything bad. I was just saying, will you do the Sandlot
I'll tell
thing?
you
and
what.
maybe I
If you
can
know
get-
us,
Yeah.
if you know us, and you
But the Sandlot
and you
thing
hear
would
this,
be
come
awesome.
up and talk to us in person, and we'll tell you a little bit about like the actual story.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But I think the Sandlot.
And if you guys
thing-
want to know, comment. If you guys really want to know what happened, with
that's a good point. Just ask Max directly.
no censorship. Hit the fucking button.
1,000
subscribe.
subscribers this week, and we'll release the full story.
Well, I don't know about all that. That ain't gonna
Well,
happen.
that's just.
But
relaxing.
It's not gonna happen.
If you
that's
guys
why I
really
said
want to
it.
know about the story, because it's actually quite hilarious. It's disgusting. Cops are involved actually too.
Yep.
So it's great.
That is very true. A little teaser.
Yeah.
A little teaser.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Streaming-
we could do that at the spring game.
Yeah.
I will say you'd be if the professional athletes get mad. I'm not sure what to tell you, but that would be who we're heckling. Is just the professional athletes. But either way, that
I'm
would
not
be
strong or
That's the
fast
best
like a
people-
professional athlete. I'm as big as one,
Yes,
so
I
I
agree.
can handle it.
our size would be at our advantage.
yeah.
But if
They
like
probably whoop my
all
ass,
30
but, you
of
know,
them
they
For
won't
a
kill me.
baseball player, its size would be into your advantage. We're
Yo,
talking about a lot
that
of other
fucking
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
horse. Who's that pitcher from
That's
the
why I
fucking
don't respect baseball.
the fucking pitcher from the fucking Reds? It's fucking Lorenzen.
oh yeah, that dude's
Jesus
ripped.
fucking Christ! I went to go watch a fucking game with Husong and JJ and Chris.
Yeah.
Dude, we were like right next to the I think first base. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were right in front of first base. And Lorenzen is coming back. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's walking right close to. I was like, Jesus Christ, because I've always seen him on TV, and I was like, that dude is stacked, right?
He's ripped.
But you know, pitchers are usually a little bit lankier or fat.
Right.
They're never like jacked.
Yeah.
And
very
this dude built like a fucking Clydesdale Budweiser horse, dude.
Dude,
I
that,
was like,
true.
I was like,
so
God
true.
damn, dude.
He is.
who's that fucking big hitter, Bryson whatever?
Bryce
Tiller.
Harper.
He's
that
got some
motherfucker's
hits.
jacked as shit, isn't he?
He sure is, and he's got the best hair in the city. I mean, dude, his hair
good looking man.
is so nice. He actually here's a freaking story for you. So I am a person. My hair's thinning out on top for sure. So when I was
Mine isn't.
watching the I think it was the 2016 Home Run Derby, I saw how nice his hair looked during the Home Run Derby.
That was in Cincinnati, wasn't
That
it?
I- no.
No, that was a 14.
We were 15. Yeah, 15 was here.
15. Okay.
16. I actually don't know where 16 was, but either way, I wasn't here. And Bryce Harper's hair looked so good during the Home Run Derby that I subscribed to Rogaine during the Home Run Derby.
You use Rogaine?
No, because the next day when I woke up, I was like, well,
got
that
a
was
haircut?
dumb.
What the fuck?
fuck?
How
No,
did you
no, no.
subscribe? Wait, what?
I subscribed. Yeah, that's
Were
why
you
we got to
drunk?
go the whole thing. No, it's just sober. I was like, that's just a head of hair. I need more hair. And I subscribed to get Rogaine. And the next morning, I canceled it. I was like, you know what? I don't need this.
That's something that I never get though. What I was talking before. People talk about like drunk buying shit. Like, oh, I got on Amazon, I'm drunk, and fucking just ordered all kinds of shit.
I've
I
done
can't
that before.
understand that.
This is just
can't
me
understand
sober being like, man, that is
No.
a nice head of hair. And then
done
I
that
just like, I was like, like in the moment, I was like, man, you know what? I'll buy Rogaine. And I ordered it for like less than 12 hours and canceled it.
You don't need Rogaine at all.
Yeah, but it is
I
thinning
don't
out.
know,
It'll
dude.
get to the
Thinning out.
point. It's
Mine
one of
is
those
too.
things you
No,
got to
like-
get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Your hair isn't thinning out, Keith. The only
It's
hair that
starting
is
to.
thinning out
you
is
got
the one on
thick
your
hair,
forehead.
It is.
Bro,
You got thick hair.
Dude, I do have thick hair, but I used to have incredibly thick hair. It's starting to thin out. Just because I have really thick hair and you haven't known me nearly as long doesn't mean that my hair isn't thinning out.
did you call my hair nominally long? What did you
What?
say?
What the fuck?
No,
are
something is.
I didn't hear that.
You?
I didn't hear
because
that.
you haven't known me as long.
Known me as long. I was
Oh.
like, just because your hair isn't nominally long. I was like, what in the fuck? type of-
if
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
call
say,
you
I don't know
bald,
if that
I
was
would
the
just
it's
call
not
funniest
you
thing
long at
of all
all.
time.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We're talking about hair. I know that's hard for you.
No, actually, it's okay with me.
Yeah, I was gonna
now.
say, yeah, you've
Dude,
committed
it actually,
to it.
it fucking, it actually hurt me because I was like, I don't know, like 19, 20, and I still had hair. You know, like when I got to the Marine Corps, I still had hair.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember when Devin lost his hair.
Yeah.
He was so split about that shit. Bro.
And I remember I used to get fucking high-end tights because, you know, you're a fucking boot, right? You got to have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
screaming eagle, you know, walking around.
Is that what they call it?
a screaming ego.
That's what they call it, like a super high-end tight in the Marine Corps. They call it a screaming,
Screaming
eagle.
eagle?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I thought you said a screaming ego.
Eagle.
screaming eagle.
Eagle, okay.
Either way, fantastic. I like that.
Yeah. Actually, I guess if you're like a sergeant major and you have the haircut, you have a screaming ego.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I remember, dude. Like, yeah, I had that fucking haircut, and that was the last time I went to fucking Lake Havasu and everything. No, I was bald when I went there once too. But I came back from Havasu and I forgot to get a haircut. Right, we had to show up on Monday, and we get back. I think it was like Sunday or Monday morning at like 3:00 in the morning, and we gotta do PT at fucking, I don't know, 5:30, whatever the fuck it was. Dude, I was like, fuck, I didn't get a haircut. Well, in the Marine Corps, you gotta get a haircut every fucking week, right? So I cut all my hair off because I always have a pair of clippers. So I cut all my hair off. I was like, I'm just gonna fucking go bald, and then we can go back to having, a reg or a low reg or whatever the fuck I'm gonna
Right.
wear, or a screaming eagle, right? Nigga, my hair never grew back, bro. I swear to God. I remember the day I
Ew.
buzzed it and the day it never came fucking back.
It was like one of those congratulations you played yourself.
Yeah,
kinda thing.
yeah, dude. It was like you played yourself.
That's
That's beautiful.
You done fucked up, buddy.
I never knew that. That is, so your going bald was just you kind of forcing yourself to go bald.
Dude,
like,
that's what happened to Devin.
That's
My
it.
brother-
That's what I was about ready to
That's what
say.
happened.
That's
I
what I
told-
brought up before with Devin. Like, we told Devin one time, like, yo, bro, I think it's getting a
Yeah,
little...
Chris,
Yeah.
Billy, and I were telling Devin, we're like, bro, like, you're going bald.
Well,
bro.
that was old school Allied fucking clown session.
Yeah, dude.
they all
Or
dude, like
some
15
shit.
of our friends used to work in the same building.
No,
It was the
dude.
craziest
Yeah,
thing.
that
about
was
it.
great.
I did not, but the stories. I
We
love them.
used to fucking clown Devin, but he was going bald. Like, he had like
Yeah,
this,
he was thinning
He had
out.
like this landing.
Yeah, I
strip
do
on
kind
top
of
his
remember
head.
where he would just had the one strip that
Yeah.
would reach up, but everything else was fading back.
And me and Chris, or Chris, Billy, and I would fucking tell him, like, dude, like, you probably need to cut that off. And I remember one day he just shaved it off. His hair never came
It
back.
never came back, bro.
That's just-
That's what
It
happened to
never
Chris
came
too.
back.
He went to the fucking Marine Corps, and and this, that, yeah, he shaved his fucking head.
Yeah.
never came
Hair
back.
never came back, dude. And you will remember that day. The day you
Yeah.
cut your hair and the bits never comes back.
The one that you really,
Oh, yeah.
that you really just decide to chop it all off,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And I remember a couple of my chiefs fucking telling me, like, hey, dude,
Yeah.
like, oh, shit. Like, how low do you get your hair cut? It's just not growing.
Yeah, yeah. It
I actually
was-
didn't get a haircut this week. I'm just bald,
Just, I am
motherfucker.
just actually bald. This is for life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
now that we've kind of gotten through that, we're at some serious time right now. This is probably our longest episode right now.
Serious time.
Already.
Well, we're fucking helping out Lou Durbin. He said he wanted fucking 3.5 hours of fucking content.
Oh,
next
yeah.
week.
Oh, friggin'
So,
Lou.
that's how
Lou
you,
is
you gonna
bout
get
it,
it, buddy.
Lou keeps texting. Well, not keeps texting me. He texted me just on a random day. I guess whenever he actually heard
Oh,
the
dude,
last
he keeps
episode, and
texting
he's
me.
like, "Dude, you need to go to the concert of the
Dude.
Bonnaroo or
Bunbury,
Bunbury,
yeah.
whatever Bunbury." Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lou is our biggest fan right now.
Oh, heck
'cause
yeah, I love Looby Doo.
Lou hits me up all the time. Like,
love
I need more. Give
I
me
love it.
more.
Love it.
So shout out to Lou, our biggest fucking fan.
Big
Yeah.
shout
With
out.
that
Lou.
being
We're
said,
gonna have to get him a fucking shirt because they're biggest
Number
fan.
one-
Hey,
number one
number
fan
one
shirt.
fans get fucking prizes. God damn it!
You
Yeah.
know what? Don't bring up the prizes again. 'Cause
No,
last
prizes-
Time you brought
no.
up the prizes. We
Listen,
had to come
listen,
out because
Prin-
you weren't
Prince-
ready. You weren't ready.
Listen to me. I'm saying you get prizes. You might be able to come on the show and fucking talk to us for a bit. The prize is
okay.
you being able to
Okay.
talk to us.
Ooh, okay. We can talk about
Because
that.
last time, to be completely honest, the Super Bowl, I said, "Oh, you know, if the Chiefs win, I'll buy some fucking shirts." Nigga, the Chiefs won, and I was like, "Shit,
Yeah,
cut
that
that."